Okay, I'm going to go ahead and graph this system of inequalities. Excuse me. All right, the first top line I will do in green. You need to find the slope and the y-intercept, and that's simple. They're already in slope-intercept format, so I have a slope of 2/3. Y-intercept is 1. Remember, you start at the beginning. So I'm going to start at 1. And you have to look at this. That's a less than. So my line's going to be dashed, the slope being positive. This line should be going uphill. Dashed line. So I go to the 1. I use the slope of 2/3. We go up 2 to the right 3, up 2 to the right 3, up 2 to the right 3. Don't need any more. Down 2 to the left 3. You can do the opposite. I don't need you to put that many dots really when it's an inequality because we're going to be shading. We know this. So take your handy dandy math tool and remember this is a dashed line. Now, if I'm just talking about this line and I'm, don't care if there's going to be another line coming through, I kind of put my pencil there is what I usually do and say, hey, okay, this right here is a less than, lower than. I need to get underneath this line. I need to get below it. If this were a board going, and I said, hey, there's an asteroid falling, you need to get to safety, get under something, you would be shading all of that. Okay, now I'm going to graph the second line. The slope's -1/2, y-intercept -5. Start at the beginning of -5. Slope of -1/2 should be going downhill. This is going to be a solid line because that's underlined, but think about it. To get a downhill line, you need to go down to the right. So I need to go down 1 to the right 2. Well, if I do that, I'm never going to hit that other line. So I might want to do the opposite of down to the right, and that would be up left. Okay, so now I can see where these two intersect, and that's what we need. What's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and draw this with my handy-dandy math tool. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. Now, what's happening here is you're going to end up with 4 sections. Okay? One of the sections, like if I shade everything down here, which is what I just did. Now, the pink line, if this is the only board, forget that the green line is there. I know it's already drawn, but forget that it's there. On the pink line, it says get above it. You are greater than or equal to. So you would be shading everything up here. Okay? Well, it'd be nice if I could go back through. The only part I want is where do they overlap? Well, you can see clearly that you have 2 colors in here, so you would be overlapping in just this little section. Okay, so my final answer really is just that section of the pie, if you will, or of the X. Okay, so because I can see that the other line came through and it came up here. Well, where do they overlap? Right in this section. One of these 4 sections is going to have 2 colors. 2 of the sections will have 1 color, and then 1 section will have no color. I'm looking for the section that has 2 colors. Okay?